I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got some for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes, I already. Be mad cause I did it already, I told them.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That was our national anthem performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at center. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the evening. And here's Ivy. Out to Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for L.A. Sinks the triple.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Cunningham against Doncic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. With the floater, Hachimura finds James. From deep, Reeves. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ivy against Reeves. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And here they go. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 5 now.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we have a moment to recognize the Player of the Week in the Eastern Conference, Cade Cunningham.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now, here's Ivy. To the middle. Here's Duren. It's tipped. Hachimura down low. Harris is there. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and Those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of from Cunningham.
And here are the Lakers. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Doncic. No good that time. Cunningham with some nice D.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, he's always on the hunt. Cunningham's next shot is never far off.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. James, the pass to Hayes. And here's Doncic from the arc. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Cunningham sets a screen for Ivy. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 8. From deep, Reeves. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts. And that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Pistons trail by 9. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Lets it go from deep. Cunningham's shot is off.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Hachimura's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Ivy with it. 11 points last game. Going inside. It's good for his 2nd make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Los Angeles leading by 10. There's the triple. Duran pulls it in. Cunningham looking it over. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Rui Hachimura has been leading the charge for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And welcome back to the 2nd quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves out there with Vincent. Then it's Connect, and it's Finney Smith in at the center filling out the middle. Now Reeves, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Pass to Finney Smith. Over in the corner, Vincent. Vanderbilt with it. Here's Connect. No good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Shooter passes to Stewart. Off target from outside.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
And there it is for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And the Pistons making a change here. Collins checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. And James subbed in for Connect. And here's James outside. James connects from deep. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star. Very different. Beasley for three. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 9. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. It's Beasley on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. James finds Finney Smith. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Finney Smith's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. Pistons have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Shooter passes to Holland.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the half. Here's Schroeder. Bangs home the trifecta. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
I love the way he went with the bounce pass there. Great awareness.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. The Lakers also making some changes. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. The drive by Doncic.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Ivy passes to Duren. Now Cunningham. And here's Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That is what they want from Duren. Spiking, young fella.
Here's Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
1:03 left to play here in the second quarter.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Doncic throws it down.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Launches it. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's LeBron. Can't cash in from close range. Pistons trailed by 14. Here's Ivy. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And he's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's LeBron outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. James has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Lakers. 20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Cunningham, and it's good, 2 points. Cunningham's got 6.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
James kicks to Doncic. From outside, off the mark. Cunningham for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful. You take a look at the Lakers. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Duren finds Ivy. Back to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Outside, James. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists now tonight.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Hachimura the pass to Hayes. The 11-footer. Second chance effort. Duren pulls it in. Pistons trail by 14. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. No good there off the double clutch. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. James, the pass to Doncic. Hachimura. It's good. Hachimura's got 10 points in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Timeout. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Reeves against Ivy, and he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for him.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play. look at some stats for Tobias Harris. Good season for him last year. He averaged about 17 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
Yeah, when you're a reserve, you got to stay ready. And when your opportunity comes, you got to make the most of it.
Hachimura down low, guarded by Harris, and that one's good. Hachimura. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Inside, deflects the pass. Beasley with the steal. The drive by Schroeder. Banked in off the glass. Schroeder's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And the dunk by Doncic.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Beasley outside. Schroeder passes to Durant. Releases from 15, and the shot falls short this time. Lakers leading by 16. Here's James. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Thompson against LeBron. Duran with a screen on James. The shot by Thompson, no good. Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And James gets it to go.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Hayes finds Reeves over Beasley, and the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And it's Schroeder in the corner to the inside. During the pass to Schroeder. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 16. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Taking a look at Los Angeles. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Gabe Vincent is out there with Connect. And it's Finney Smith in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. High post shot. And it's Schroeder missing. Lakers leading by 16. And it's Connect in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Connects, got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Pistons, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. Stewart. Second chance shot. Out to Hardaway. Fires from deep. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his 5th rebound in this one. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. All Reeves checked in for Fontecchio. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Schroeder from the top of the key. He buries it.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Lakers leading by 19. James in the post. He's up against Beasley, and that one's good. James.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. That one is off. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed. And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Goes up at the stripe. Cunningham's shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Hayes. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Ivy. Duren trying to break free. The shot by Ivy, no good. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. James kicks to Hayes. Back to James. Over Thompson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Duren trying to break free. Thompson misses.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to send LeBron James to the line. It goes on Jaden Ivey. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Luka Doncic. Cunningham outside. Duran sets the screen for Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Vanderbilt. And rebounded by Connect.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Vincent the pass to LeBron. No good from outside. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-6 run. Vincent misses. And the Pistons with possession here. To the paint. And Duran slams it in.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Vanderbilt misses. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Thompson kicks to Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Los Angeles with another miss. Now, here's Cunningham, defended by Vincent. Cunningham outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Streets, baby, I'm a thug. I just threw 10,000 something wrong.